really the only thing in the storyline that I think could have made it a little bit more juicy, and I didn't even really think about this at the time either, is the feeling of like what happens, like when people find out. It's like yes, this girl's the chosen one. She like a bunch of responsibility on her shoulders, but is she actually taken away from you? Are you killed? Are you run off? Is this like the end of your life? Because people really like they loved this little girl. This symbol of hope, and I think maybe a struggle of if that symbol of hope was feared or hated more, that would, I mean, almost kind of like up the stakes of like okay, you really cannot be seen ever. Because when she was seen, there were people that were angry about it, people were upset about it, and people that were like, no, like she's a savior, we gotta help her. And so it was kind of, there was that little bit of the back and forth about, but then there's the whole question of of not knowing how people are going to respond to this, which I think is a kind of, which is juicy in itself. But as far as like pinpointing if there was a specific like horrible outcome that would happen, if this were to be found out.
Yeah. So if like the audience knew and you knew, so then you had like you could have,
or it's just like, or if there's, just kind of like that unseen force of like, like, okay, you don't know what's going to happen. It's like, but what if like if you actually do know, like this is what happens if you're found out,
And then that would help you as an actress know those stakes, and
right?
play with those.
And I think that would have been like also really fun for Natty and I to be like, okay, like what happens if we're found out, and like kind of the fear for her when she is found out, because with not knowing what happens, it's like, oh God, it's like, but with a huge like consequence, this simple mistake of grabbing for an apple is like everything is destroyed. And it's possible, that like if Cordelia knew that, like, she's trying to get apple, and she knows she needs to be like hidden in secret, but if she knew the exact consequences of what would happen when she actually is found out and everybody sees her.